We're live.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. I have my computer on.
Stray Cat Alliance. Welcome to everyone to our first Google Hangout. I'm with Christi Metropole currently, and we just want to say thank you to everyone that is joining us and to everyone that helps cats. What we want to do first is give a big shout out to the nonprofit team at Google who has done so much to help us learn how to do Google Hangouts on air. And the first person I want to thank is, let's see, we're going to go down the list. Aaron Hattersley, Earl Scott, and Nadine Shelton. Just really want to say thank you so much for all that you've done to help us. And without you, we couldn't be doing this today. So thank you so much. Without further ado, I want to introduce you to Christi Metropole. She is actually the founder of Stray Cat Alliance, as well as our current executive director. She is nationally known for her work in advocacy for helping cats, innovative programs from trap, neuter, return to field, adoptions, advocacy. And you've probably seen Christi, if you are a cat advocate and love cats, and you've seen her probably talking somewhere or read something or seen her in the news. So please let me give a big round of applause to Christi Metropole.
Hey everybody, this is our first hangout, so we're learning how to do it, and I hope you all bear with us because we're having just a teeny weeny bit of technical difficulties. Grace has decided to be a movie star and she doesn't want to come on the screen. No, so we're working on that part, but I just wanted to thank everyone for being here in the virtual world, and I can't see you, but certainly you'll be asking questions, and we're going to be talking about kitten season. And Grace, who you'll be seeing soon, is a kitten that we actually got in South LA. She was lying in an alley, very, very ill, and we got her from our vet who saved her, and then we took her on as a big project and, of course, fell in love, and we decided that we could not give up on her. And I wanted to talk a little bit about kitten season. We're here in Los Angeles, in California, where it's very warm. There's a long kitten season, so if you're in the colder climates, there's a shorter kitten season. But here, it seems to start sometime in March, and it seems to end maybe never or November, October. And so, I think Grace got over her stage fright. So it's really important that people understand about kittens and kitten season, and the vast majority of animals that are killed in shelters around our country are unweaned kittens by far. People bring them to the shelter either wanting to get rid of them or thinking they're doing the right thing by finding a litter of kittens and bringing them to the shelter, especially unweaned. And that is actually the worst thing you can do, because the vast majority of shelters kill cats and they kill unweaned kittens. Now, you might live in one of the very few, very progressive no-kill communities, and yay if you are there, and yay if your shelter is caring for and bottle-feeding unweaned kittens. Bless you for that. Most shelters are not doing that, even though there are plenty of people in their community who would step up if they knew there was a need. So I tell people all the time, if you find kittens, please do not take them to the shelter. The best bet and the best chance of survival is that they stay with their mother. So you watch them. If you see them and they have good body weight and they're warm and they're fat and they're healthy, leave them there unless they're in the middle of the street. And if it's cold, I tell people to take rice, just uncooked rice, put it in a sock, tie it up, put it in the microwave, make it nice and warm. Maybe put the kittens in a box. And I will also tell you that just because you touch the kittens doesn't mean the mother is going to reject them. And keep them warm and listen for quite a few hours. Now, she probably will come back, and always, always, always feed nursing moms lots of food and water, and let her raise her young. And then you can decide to TNR them or adopt them out, whatever you choose. You can also bring the mom in, which is, especially if it's cold and snowy where you are, but automatically bringing kittens to a shelter is almost always a death sentence. Missy's gone. So
Christi, I wanted to interrupt real quickly. I wanted to let everybody know that if they look over to this side, I believe, of their screen, they will see an ability to write questions, and we will try to get to those. So please feel free, if you're able, to go ahead and do that. So I'll go back to you, Christi.
So that was what I wanted to say about kitten season. We in Los Angeles are in the throes of it. We have a hotline that gets a lot of calls all year, but as soon as kitten season starts, it goes gangbusters, and people are calling us. And it's too bad that those people didn't take action maybe in the winter and get those cats, those community cats, those strays spayed before they were pregnant. They usually call us when the cats are pregnant, or usually when they've had kittens. And we advise them. And that's part of the work we do with ISpayedLA. And we do that in Long Beach with our Return to Field program and our Care for Community Cats program. We teach people how to step up and be proactive and take care of the cats in their world. So maybe we want to take a quick look at Grace. Missy? We want to take a quick look at Grace?
Here she is on the screen right now.
Can we make her big? Can we make her big on the screen, Missy?
She is on my screen. I don't know about others.
She's not on my computer screen.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Grace is a miracle kitten. She was half dead. Let's try to make her big while I'm talking. Miracle kitten, half dead at our vet. And we just knew, oh, there she is. And I'm telling you, this is a kitten against all odds. She's FIV positive, which is not a death sentence. She's FELV positive, which is not a death sentence necessarily. You know, it's more serious than FIV. And we spent a lot of love and time and money and emergency and getting her better. And a lot of people wanted to give up on her, and we just knew that she had the spunk and she wanted to survive. And when she got better and we started her on experimental treatment for viruses, we found out that she actually has a heart defect. And that's probably why she's small and susceptible, but she's on medication with a wonderful cardiologist. And after we started the medication and all these things, she is flourishing. She's like quadrupled her size, I think. I think she started at a pound, and now she's like 4 or 5 pounds. And what's interesting is at one point when we rescued her, she arrested and died, and they brought her back. And we thought, she's had brain damage, she's never going to be a full kitten. And the doctors are like, we just need to euthanize her. But lo and behold, she has over the time learned to play. It's all come back to her, and you're watching it right now. Just so you know, Missy, I can see me on the big screen, not Grace.
Right, that's because there's a 30-second delay, just so you know that.
Okay.
I want to let you know there is a question right now, if you'd like to take that.
I can't see it.
I will give that question to you from Sue Dykes. She's asking, do you partner with other communities in your quest to save kitties?
Well, that's a great question. I'm not sure what communities, but we help in all of Southern California. People actually call us from all over the country. From New York, from Arizona, from Texas. And we want people to connect with people in their own communities. And people always say, why can't you start a Stray Cat Alliance in my community? And our answer to that is, well, you can start a Stray Cat Alliance in your community. And we are absolutely there to give you, support and advice, because it really takes just people banding together wanting to help the cats. That's what it takes. And I hope that answered your question. Any other questions, Becky?
There's none at this time. So I know a question that I hear quite often that comes in to the hotline, and I've been asked as a Trap Depot and others, and I think it might be good during this kitten season address, is to talk about when people say, what should I do if I find a litter of kittens in my yard?
Right, so that's exactly what we get all the time, and we talk about it, and I say, assess their health. Look at the kittens. If they're fat and healthy and they're not ill and that they're not in the middle of the street or, under something very dangerous, leave them there. Maybe put a box and warm them up with some warm rice and put food out for the moms. If the moms are well fed, they can do a really good job of taking care of the kittens. But please don't take them to the shelter. Please, please don't. The vast majority of cats killed at shelters are unweaned kittens, and well, actually cats. 70%, I think it's 72% in the state of California of cats that enter shelters die there. They don't make it out alive, and the vast majority of them are underage kittens. And so the best thing you can do is take care of them in their communities. The other program we have is a return to field at Long Beach Animal Services, where I think last year we returned to field between 500 and 600 cats. We do lots of TNR in those communities. And what they're finding in all the return to field programs is especially all the return to field programs is they're finding that in the subsequent years less kittens are coming in. And we believe that that happens not only because we're doing lots of spay and neuter, or the programs are, but because vacuums aren't created. Because when you trap a cat and you take him to the shelter, now you've left a vacuum and a new cat just comes in, unspayed and neutered. But when you take a cat, somebody puts them in the shelter. Now with the return to field program, they're spayed or neutered, vaccinated, microchipped. Different programs do it differently, and put back in their communities. And the community is alerted that now this cat is part of a citywide program. This is what we do in Long Beach. The cat's stature raises in the community, and now they're part of a program, and now they're not having babies, and they're probably not going to be sick because they are healthy and they have, vaccines and flea treatment. And so that cat is not, there's no vacuum created, so no new kittens are being born. So what they're finding in these shelters is where there's return to field programs, the subsequent years, less and less, of course, adult cats come in, but even better, less and less kittens come in. And I think that's the most exciting. So some people don't like the return to field program. It's confusing. They don't understand why you would put a cat back out if they're not wanted. And I have a lot of answers to a lot of people's concerns. But if you look at the big picture, at the overall picture, what happens is with these return to field programs is less cats are born and less cats are coming into the shelter. And now the shelters can spend time doing life-saving procedures. So they have so many less cats, they can do medical care for the cat. They can do free spay and neuter for the community. They have time to do adoptions. Maybe they do get a litter of kittens that don't have a mother and they have to be bottled. Well, now they have the time. When we were in San Antonio, Texas, I believe last year they achieved at 1 month like a 97% live release rate for cats, which is just monumentally amazing. And when we were there, we took a tour, and they actually had a room for cats with ringworm, and they had another room for cats with mange. And they had a cat who had just been terribly burned, but they were able to treat her, and she was happy, and she was being held, and when she's better, she'll be adopted out. And then what's even better than all of this, although that doesn't get any better than that, is now there's more resources and time for dogs. So it helps everyone. It helps dogs get adopted. It helps cats get adopted. It helps less cats be born in communities. It's an all-over program that's really important that we're finding is necessary if you want to have a community that goes no-kill, that's even close to no-kill. Another term that's misunderstood and misused. You have to have a return to field program. Shelters can't take in all these community cats and have a place for them. They already have a place, which is in their community. So do we want to watch Grace for a minute?
Yes. It had switched back over to you, just so you know. It takes a little bit of time to go back and forth. I want to go ahead and ask Avery a few questions about Grace, about her story, anything that we know that the people that love Grace would like to know about. And again, if you would like to ask any questions, you can do so in the area to the right of your screen. At least it is on my side. And go ahead, Avery, go ahead and tell us more about our dear Grace.
Well, Grace is a little tired because she's been playing all day, and I was.
Oh, can you turn up your volume, Avery, just a little bit?
Turn it up?
Yeah, we can't hear you very much.
Can you hear me now?
Not very much.
Hold on. Let's
okay.
See.
We're still getting past a few technical difficulties.
We're in the learning phase, everybody. We're in the learning phase.
Hold on. I'm trying to flip my screen, but I don't think I can. Okay.
I don't know if we're picking up your volume from your computer or from your cell phone.
Can you hear me?
Not very much. Do you have it done on your settings
I'm on
low
my
as
phone.
well?
Let me see.
Okay. Well, there aren't any questions right now next to this, but I know that we want people to be able to know that their questions can be answered. If you're on a cell phone, you might not be able to enter in any questions, so feel free to reach out to us. You can, we will put something as a post-event, ask questions post-event on our Facebook page. So you can go there and put in any questions that you might have, and we'll get back to you and answer those publicly. So just so you know, in case you're unable to ask questions due to the fact that you're on a cell phone. So let's try again with you, Avery. Oh, let's see, Avery, you're on camera right now, so let's see. I think that...
On your cell phone, I can see your hand, Avery. Sorry, everybody. We know you want to see Grace.
Right.
Up, there we go. So that's those are a couple of Grace's favorite beds. And there's the famous Honey. And because Grace is FELV positive, we do our best to keep her away from other cats. Oh, but she can certainly play with Honey, who's a little dog that Avery rescued. And she is so much fun and so naughty. If you ever meet Honey, you'll know how naughty she is. And she loves Grace, and she licks her and cleans her, and I think that relationship was really important to Grace. I think she really sort of started to blossom when she started to develop that relationship with Honey. Animals, you know, they need those symbiotic relationships. And are we good, Avery?
I don't know if we're going to have volume from Avery. So, Christy, you know a lot of her story. You can see Honey there just stealing one of her toys. So she just is trying to get out with one of the toys. She has it in her mouth, ready to abscond with it. And look at Grace's look at her like, you don't think you're really leaving.
Avery, can we see Grace's face? Avery, can we see Grace's face? Look at her. Avery, could you pick up Grace and show everyone her face?
There may be a delay. We may be experiencing a delay. I can see that the picture has frozen, so there's a little bit of a delay when she's going in between her computer and her cell phone.
Oh, okay.
So we're just having a little bit of difficulty with that, but we're going to keep at it. You can see them. I think once this movement stops, it starts to no longer be blurry. So excuse our construction, as they say on websites.
Use our construction.
Yeah.
But you know, back to kitten season, you know, this year, every year feels like the worst year. Every year feels like, you know, how are we going to get through it? There's so many kittens. I thought we spayed and neutered everybody. But the truth is that if we didn't do the work we're doing, I could only imagine how many kittens there would be. And that's why every cat counts. Everybody who does something, it matters what you do. If you spay or neuter a cat you see in your community, or your own cat, or you get someone you know and you help them spay or neuter their cat, every cat counts, because, you know, a cat can have 2 litters a year, and there can be, you know, 2, 4, 8, sometimes very large litter, but 9 kittens, and we absolutely can't afford that. There's enough cats on this planet, and we want to provide for the ones that are here. So know that that's really important. If you live in the Los Angeles area, or you live in South Los Angeles area, or you know someone in the South Los Angeles area, please have them go to our website at straycatalliance.org and fill out the contact page, and we'll talk about ISpayedLA program. We have lots of spay and neuter going on there. We need lots of help. We have a big canvassing day on June 6th where we're going to be meeting at Vermont Square Park, and we need volunteers. So if you can come, if you can grab your partner or your kids or your parents or anyone you know, and if you can't go but you can spread the word, we need lots of people knocking on doors, passing out the spay neuter message, but not just the message. We're passing out the resource. We have the resources for community cats in targeted South LA zip codes, and we want it used. We want these cats to come in. So we really need help on June 6th. And again, email us, and we will be so grateful to see you and meet you and do this really important work. We're also in the Saving Pets Challenge, which you can go on our website at StrayCatAlliance.org and click on the Saving Pets Challenge, and we would be so grateful to help us in that challenge, even for $5. Like, everything counts. Sometimes in the mail, you know, we'll get like a dollar bill or $2 bill, and somebody, usually with an older person's writing, will say, you know, this is all I have from my check, but please, you know, help the animals with it. And it counts, because it just lets you know that there's so many people of every walk of life that care, and it matters when people give, and they give from their heart. So whatever you have, if you have a few extra dollars, you can skip a Starbucks. We would be so grateful to help cats like Grace, because she's alive because of people who are listening and who go to our website and our Facebook fans. She's alive because of you guys. That's it. It wouldn't happen without you guys. And so I'm just imploring all of you to help us with the Saving Pets Challenge. And there's bonuses, and it's really awesome.
May I give the address if people want to give directly to Grace's page? I have put it up on the showcase to the right of your screen if you are able to see it, but you can go to www.crowdrise.com/AmazingGrace1. So that's going to have Amazing Grace 1, so it'll be 2 G's in the middle, and you'd be giving directly to Grace's team page, and she has lots of people giving to her because they love her so much, so we really appreciate that. And we have won something already in the because of our bonus prize, because of our wonderful people that have donated, so thank you so much to every single person that has already donated there, and to everyone that consistently helps us on our Facebook page. Whenever we put out please, you're always there for us, so thank you so very much for that. Christy, I'll let you know that we're getting close to the end. Avery does not have volume, just so you know, so we've got Grace there playing and showing
Grace isn't very talkative today anyway, so doesn't.
But she has made some great videos that you can find at our Facebook page. Please follow us on Twitter at StrayCat_SCA. We also have fun and beautiful pictures on our Instagram page. And pretty soon, folks, we're going to be starting again our Ravishing Rescues calendar contest. And that's really a lot of fun. Every cat gets in our calendar, and it's a great thing. So you'll be hearing more about that. And if you're seeing this after June 4th, for any reason, when the Saving Pets Challenge is finalized, you can always go to our website to donate at StrayCatAlliance.org, and we really appreciate you. So, Christy, we have 2 minutes left if there's anything else you'd like to add, and we're just so happy everyone could see Grace today because of you. She's here, and you can see her because of you, so thank you.
This is a kitten that was basically brain dead and just sat there staring and eating, and now it's all come back. It just shows you about hope and about faith and about believing in miracles. Like, she's really a miracle, you guys. She has she's behind the many 8 balls, and you know, all intents and purposes, she should not be alive, and she should not be having an incredible life, and she is because of you guys. I mean, just look at her now. It's just a miracle, and I hope you all can absorb that. And she's just one of many. Stray Cat Alliance has saved many Graces because of you guys, and we're really grateful that we can do this kind of work. It's hard, it's exhausting, and it's incredibly gratifying. I guess anything worth doing is worth suffering through, you know, as they say. So,
Christy, there's one more question from a Kathy Lovin. She wants to know, do you need more foster families? How can interested people sign up?
What a great, no, we're full of foster, yes, we need more foster families. What a great question. I didn't mention that. That is a great way to volunteer. Maybe you work 5 days a week, or you work on weekends, but maybe you have a spare bathroom or a bedroom or a place to put a cage. We have cats of all shapes and sizes, all ages, all temperaments that always need foster. And the more foster homes we have, the more lives we can save. Because if we have a foster home, we can pull a cat off of death row and put them in a foster home and get them ready for adoption. So absolutely. And if you want to foster, you're interested, please go to StrayCatAlliance.org, go to the contact page, and you can write us a note, and we will get back to you. And we are so grateful to our fosters, because they're volunteers, and our volunteers and our supporters are what make us happen. We wouldn't be here without them. So, and we also have a resale shop if you live in Los Angeles on the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Barrington. We're continuing month to month in West LA. And you can go on our website and see the hours. We need donations of things, and we need volunteers to help as well. And it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun there. No kitties, but lots of cool items you might be able to buy. So anyway.
Great. Thank you so much, Christi. And just want to say thank you to everyone for watching. This will be on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see this and share it with others, so please do that. And again, thank you so much for coming to this first Hangout on Air. Take care.
Bye, everybody. Bye.